Sip's gonna end up falling. Of course, it's happening for the kill, but on the flank, it's gonna be Clayster. And Clayster's gonna get bumped. 4 gonna drop for EG. EG only needs 6 points. Now 10 for eUnited. EG spawning out. They're trying to rally back in. eUnited can get it to a map 5 here. There's no contest. And eUnited with the comeback. What is going on? What is happening?
So you're probably wondering how it got to this point. Well, that's what I'm here to break down. Let me show you.
32 and 15 from Apathy. 4 gonna drop for EG. EG only needs 6 points. Now 10 for eUnited. EG spawning out. They're trying to rally back in. eUnited can get it to a map 5 here. There's no chance.
Okay, but first, let's show you how we got there. And yes, even if they won this map and they lost the hard point, still wouldn't have game 5. They would have won game 5 anyway. But if they won this map and they won the hard point, it could have been over. It could have been 3-1. So let's just show you what happened on this map that led us to their backs being against the wall in map number 4. So honestly, even if we run it back here just a bit. So I was thinking Chris could have played his life, but he saw Clayster. It's very hard to see the minimap, so I'm going to explain it. There was a guy, number 8, Exotic, in A on the tank having a 1v1 with Clay. And when Simp peeked this entrance the first time, there's no one there. And then Exotic started shooting. So he's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to go help Clay trade. So, but then right when he goes, 2 guys go right through there. So I was thinking maybe he could have just played his life or just like hard aimed that and just trusted Clay. But he was also playing for a trade, as you should when it's a 3v3. So not going to fault him. All basically comes down to the 1v1. So this is where the hard point thing started, because this is where they got their backs against the wall.
They can take their time. This is going to capture very slow. Only 1 player on it right now. Accuracy with the beams with the ICR. He stays up though. Abizi stays up. Now they come in for the contest. They're moving over the 1v1. 1v1 with 15 seconds to go. Abizi versus accuracy. This would be for 40 for Abizi. Mr. Ice in his veins. Saw him go top. He gets the damage in. He can't miss it. It's accuracy.
Accuracy fucking shit on him, bro.
Are you kidding me?
All of us have been in 1v1s like that before, where like almost like the adrenaline takes over and we get a little bit too like anxious and start doing too much. And I feel like that's kind of what Abizi did, because like right when Abizi hopped in the tank, he could have shot accuracy, just reloaded his gun and waited and then reach out, but he was like, oh my god, he's 1 shot, I have to push him. Obviously he has stim, there's stim in this game, so he stimmed and then backed up and just pistol whipped him. But like right here, he could have actually, I'll just play this in like 0.5. So he hops up, he does damage. He actually definitely could have reloaded here. He didn't have to fly off. He actually could have held the tank and actually probably won that, but just got a little bit overzealous. But this is where eUnited's back got put against the wall, on the brink of being sent to the losers bracket in round 2, which means if they got sent to the losers bracket now, I mean, I'll show you on the map in a second, but alright guys, welcome to this series that I'm going to be doing until Black Ops 6, where I break down the pivotal turn point match or game or map of every Call of Duty Champs, and if it went a different way, we probably could have had a different winner. So most of these have to do with whoever won, and this one, Black Ops 4, gonna give you guys a quick rundown. So as we know, eUnited won Black Ops 4 Champs, got first place, 50,000 pro points. That doesn't mean shit because it's the last event, but there's a little backstory to how they got here, because there's always one game at every Call of Duty Champs where if it went a different way, maybe the winner wouldn't have won, or like could have had an alternate path. Who knows if they could have won at that point. And in this one, the pivotal game. So I guess like we'll go through like the group stage. eUnited, the 3-0 in group stage. I mean, like they had like pretty newbie opponents. And then EG, 2-1 in their group, undefeated on control this whole event, even though it has nothing to do with anything, but it does have to do with that clip. So they played each other in winners round 2. And if it went a different way, as we're gonna go through, if EU lose that hard point, they lose 3-1 and they go all the way down to losers round 2, and then they have to play elevate. 100 Thieves, another game they should not have won. Maybe I might break this down. I actually am gonna break it down now. I just bring it. FaZe was up 2-0 and 2-0 on the control, 7v2 lives. Like, the game was literally over. And 100 Thieves won that 2v7 in the third round, came back and won that control 3-2, and won the series 3-2. So it could have been FaZe in this spot, which maybe probably could have made EU's road easier if they did end up in losers. So let's say EU against Elevate, they probably beat Elevate. And then it's EU against 100. So let's say 100 Thieves is the way it is. Then we get the actual fucking finals. We get it here, and EU loses, or like they just have to play 100 Thieves. And if they beat 100 Thieves, they get reciprocity. Who knows if they win? They get E6, they get Optic, and then they get whoever's in finals. They got to win two best of fives. Yeah, they got to win 2 best of fives against whoever. So if EG wins, EG plays Unit, probably beat Unit. Maybe we have OG in like the grand finals, so then EU has to play OG in 2 best of fives with a red hot Crim, Dashy, TJ, Karma, Scump. So EU maybe not have won, maybe wouldn't have won if they dropped all the way down here and had to fight their way all the way through losers. But I mean, hindsight, I mean, 100 Thieves did it. They literally went losers round 1, boom, 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 and that game, like, they should not have won, but they won it. But that's the turning point of this champs. If EU loses this game to EG, they probably don't make finals, and if they do, they gotta probably play Optic or EG in 2 best of fives. You know, or they probably lose to 200 Thieves down here. They could lose to any of these teams because anything could happen in losers. But that's the quick rundown. Now let's get into the gameplay. I like talking about small things. It's always like the small things. So on this hill right here, I'm curious why a BZ pushed out here. So BZ was like already behind the statue, and then you're gonna see him fly out of the statue and die. But first, I need to point something out. So you have number 4 right at the doorway of the hallway. So he's like right there on the left. He's right there on the left, and then you got Clayster, who's close at the vent for the crossfire. So BZ technically just has to stay right there. Also, guy on the stairs, so like everything's being covered. And number 2 off spawn is already going to cover the mid cut. So there's so many things that go on here. So BZ basically has cover. He has crossfire and he has a guy watching his left. So he literally just has to play for trades in this spot. He could just play trades. He does not need to move. So that's number 1. Number 2, number 4, I understand why he's also looking behind. Have to watch like the mid pinch. But as number 2, he just has to like peek it one time, and then by then number 2's already there to watch it. So then now they have everything covered, and now they already know where 4 out of 5 of the guys are coming from the front, and they can just trade them out. They got the guy on the stairs. If a BZ stays there, crossfire, boom, you got number 4 as well. You have every angle covered. If a BZ just sits the fuck down, Clayster is about to go into the vents, so he's going to have crossfire. Everything's covered. And this shit just collapsed because number 4 goes to Chow mid when I guess they were lacking some communication. 2 could have been like, I mean, 2 was already going there. They could easily call him, yeah, I'm really going to pick a mid. And that way he could just watch this. BZ doesn't have to move. And it's gravy. but and instead, like, I'll even play it in like 0.5 so you can see. So 4 goes in Chals. I don't know why, because like 2's already coming. So he dies for no reason, and then 2 goes and cleans that up. But as Abizi's sprinting across, Abizi dies because he sprinted across to go to the hallway, like to go help number 2. I'm like, you already got 2 guys there. Why do you need a third? Why are we abandoning the hill to go on that? Like, you shouldn't even be there. That's 3 people all fucking dedicated for 1 guy when they got 4 guys pushing this side. I don't know where that breakdown came from, but... And now all you have left now is Clay. I mean, because fucking Bristini dies there. You got Clay on the vent, he just slides by him, kills this guy. And then, yeah. And now, eUnited have this whole top spot, and I'm pretty sure they get all 30 seconds if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they pretty much get all 30 seconds, but yeah, that's one small thing. Accuracy was having like the game of his life. Like every time United would have a hill, or I mean, like not every time, but like a handful of times when United had a hill, this guy had a streak. He was insanely popping off. EG started this match off slow, but then we're able to tie it, and then it kind of went back and forth, holding hills, and here is the turning point. You see, so as you're gonna see later in the game, eUnited was very good at holding this P5 hill. Like, they were almost unstoppable when they got there first. Like, nothing could break them. But the turning point of this match was when it went back to P1 and P2. Evil Geniuses was able to chain both those hills and get a majority time. They didn't successfully chain P2, but like they did get them off and get majority of time. And you'll see them go from 117 all the way to 200 by the end of these 2 hills. And they left United in the dust before, you know, an unfortunate comeback. But like P5 is like the exact same as P1. If you're like the first team on there, pretty, I'm not gonna say easy, because it's not easy if you don't have a full setup right away, because you need someone in, you need someone in the top mid, and then you need someone checking the door. Guy on the hill watches the vent, or he just goes back and forth watching the vent and watching that door. So technically you only need 3 people, but I mean, if you have 4 or 5, pretty much unstoppable. And then Accuracy makes his play in the back for rotation, just destroys Simp, just destroys him. And initially, like, they're on the hill, and this goes back to that clip that you just saw of like the streak hitting. And yeah, this is basically just the M getting a majority of the time. They go like all the way up to 200 off of this hill. United's gonna have control of this hill, and what do you know? There's a streak. And then EG's able to pull away. Yeah, like EG got so much time from that, and now you're gonna see United's on this one, and EG's gonna use another streak to break this one. Well, they cannot catch a break. See, you can see number 7 on the map is probably going to get close, and he's going to stop and use his streak. Yeah, he's using it right now.
Can they add one more to their legacy? The next streak in from Apathy backs them up and gets 2 kills.
All 4, bro. Just killing it, bro. So how did EG lose it from this spot? This is where we're going to get into it. Because honestly, there's no super breakdown on this. It's kind of just going back to playing guarantees. You're 6 seconds away. There's no way you should lose it at this point. And we're going to fast forward to when that happens. So EG actually like milks this hill, but there's a small specialist thing in here where I was like, if he didn't use this, how useful could this have been used for later? But obviously you don't know later. You're thinking you're 6 points from winning. You're going to use this grab slam, and you're going to win the game. So right now they're just milking it. And EG actually kind of trolled this a bit, because they actually could have gone probably at the last 6 seconds on this hill. Because like they're on the good side. EG has to like Or I mean, EU has to walk right in order to contest it. Like right here, they start. But it's this fucking streak right here. Or I mean, this specialist right here. Him using this specialist. He's probably thinking there's 10 seconds left. All these players are around me. I'm going to use this and we're going to win the game. But he dies right from mid, bro. Number 1 with the biggest kill. Where did number 1 come from? Because that was a big kill. Oh, okay, like he came from mid as well. He was fucking hiding behind a corner. He should have saved that grab slam, honestly. He should have just gone a head glitch and head glitched that. And that way, if P1 does pop, I mean, like, you have a grab slam. Like, a grab slam is a hail breaker. Like, that's like an insurance policy. You should probably just keep in case. But obviously, this is hindsight. He probably thought he won them the game right there. But it all comes down to this P2 rotation as well. So, you got JCap, you got Exotic. If we want to talk about guarantees, bro, they should just double up. There's 6 seconds, which means 6 seconds from the win means one thing. Talked about this before. They have to get on the fucking point, bro. They literally have to. If you guys double up there, either get them both or trade, by then your teammates come in. And I mean, you probably win the game. But both of them died individually without getting a single kill. So Exotic, instead of just playing a corner, he's running and he's just fucking, I guess, he's just whatever. He could have gone in any corner. Like, he could have gone in any corner. He was like upstairs. I don't know why. He was like upstairs watching that way when fucking JCap's watching it. And then he goes downstairs in the middle now. He should have already just been like on like the left side right here. On the left side, just hard aim in the door. Because your team's spawning back there, which means no one can come that way. Gotta come right through the doorway. This is the only way they could come from, like, besides that way. Unless he actually like walks out the back door, but then by then he's gonna walk into number 10 anyway. So they literally have to walk through this door. So if Exotic just lays down and hard aims the door, JCap has this whole side. If JCap dies, you know they're coming from there. Just watch the doorway. Didn't have to be upstairs doing absolute shenanigans. So this is a small mistake that happened that I think costed EG this game. Because right now, you look at the score, 244 to 174, and you got 2 guys in the next hill, you should probably win. Because Exotic, if he gets that kill on Pristini, like, they win. Immediately they win. Because now he's on it. 10's right there to watch that doorway, and like, you literally win. And you got fucking JCap does not have to turn. JCap probably gets number 3, and you actually win the game there. But then you start to think about stuff like Apathy with like the grab slam. If he used the grab slam here as opposed to back there where he probably thought they won, he's like, whatever. Like, I've done that so many times where I think I'm going to win. I start using everything, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, wait, no, whoa. And then I just mean, like, they did a good job. I mean, and this is stuff you could do in normal games, guys. I don't think you guys understand the importance of a normal game in this small clip right here. After eUnited got control of the hill. So after eUnited got control of the hill, they know the only place that EG is going to spawn is back here. There's not going to be a flip spawn if, like, I mean, maybe if he ran through the door, but they didn't run through the door. Like, they know there's like the fine line there. Everyone's on this side, so all of EG spawning here. There's not going to be any Fugazi spawns where it's like, oh shit, maybe a guy actually just like spawned in the back. I'm going to die up. And they know everyone's there. And the fact they know everyone's there, they're just able to constantly keep spawn killing him, basically, because all of EG had to walk out. They can't throw nades because it's an automatic fucking door. So they basically had like 2 doors to go through. And United held the fuck out of it. I'm not sure if I'm messing up the names. It's EU and EG. It's like literally the exact same thing. But they literally just had one doorway to watch. One doorway to watch. And look, they just keep spawning back there. And I can play it in full. Play it in full. I'll even add some volume.
30 more seconds they can get on this hard point.
EG. Always a tough spot. Do we rotate to next? Do we just try to flood right now? It's not working out.
They're just flooding back there. And the fact they haven't flooded back there means they have... I'm sorry, I confused. I said this is P2. It's actually P5. P5 going into P1. So not only are they controlling the hill, have them spawning back there, they have rotation to the P1 because they just have them trapped back there. And P1, like you would think, would be like the hardest hill to hold because there's 1 entrance, 2 entrance, 3 entrance, 4 entrance through the vet. But I mean, it's actually super easy to hold. It's actually probably like the easiest hill on the map to hold. Like you would actually think it would probably be the hardest. There's like 4 different ways people could come, and the way they hold it, you got 5 in the hill watching the vent, 2's watching that side, 1's watching this side, 1's watching this side, and now it's over at this point.
They're trying to rally back in. eUnited can get it to a map 5 here. There's no contest, and eUnited with the comeback. What is going on? What is happening?
EG shocked the fact that happened, but EG losing that map led to this.
This time, well, it's the shots in range. And Sim, with the map of his career, goes huge in the game 5. And eUnited take the series. But they'll stay alive in the loser's bracket to fight on in this tournament. That was one of the better best of it all. In here, it's on Octane, it's on Slasher. eUnited do it. They go back to back. A storybook ending as